Hey, can you be patient? And hang around. Wait. Let's see what's going on. You got. How are we today? How are we? Just here on a waiting game. Simon Kawa channel. British driver from Africa. So how are we, man? Summertime, innit? Getting busier. I was just talking earlier. I heard it was very foggy. Very bad on the sound. I mean, windy. Hope it's now better. So I'm just hanging out somewhere and waiting at a collection. What's cracking? What's cracking? Can you handle tracking? It's all about patience. Let me show you what book I'm reading now. What does it show? The right way. Sidney Sheldon. Yeah, man is just waiting around as we do in a truck. Trying out this new format on live. I don't see any messages. Can you please message me on there? Message me on there. I can see what's up. Yeah. Truck spotting with you right here on the collection. So it's all about waiting game. What do we do? I have my book normally. Read a book, watch your YouTubes, TikTok, all of it. So I was saying earlier, I'm now doing night shift and day shift, and it's leaving me in a funny way. Until I get the routine together. What it is because it's been very slow. Right now it's catching up on the sunshine. That means every call that they make, we are there. You get me? We are there. Every phone call, we are there. Just waiting here, and then they tell you who's in the chat. How do we see the messages on this? My thing has really changed. I don't see any messages. You see? All messages are viewed. Let us see what is going on. Save, highlight, share. Please, if you're in the chat, can you leave me a message? Type me a message and I can see what's going on. This is a live video. That means I'm doing this right now. Right now, right here. A little out of London, trying to wait for a delivery. A collection actually, not a delivery. Yeah, get me. A trucker's life. It's a life of patience, a life of calmness. The worst thing can happen to a trucker is getting angry when you're working. You're just going to have a hardest of days. That's why when something happens, you just have to cool yourself down, walk away or something. A truck driver cannot work in anger. No wonder if, say you have a bad message for a trucker, just leave them to finish work. Don't try to inform them while they're working. You'll kill them on the road. Let them do their job and then call them after. That's the thing with trucking. You can't do it with temper. You can't do it with anger. That means if something is annoying, probably the worst thing, you will be even worse than a person who's drunk. You can't actually work when you're angry and drunk. Very, very hard. That's why many times I actually avoid conversations. heated conversations. When I'm working, I don't really like talking. Unless it's an emergency, I don't want any kind of interruption. You know what I mean? Nah. Only if it's an emergency. Only if it's important. Who's in the chat and what he's saying? My new phone is not showing me a lot. I wonder how. Why did you start working for company? Someone is trying to send me messages. Yo, if you're in the chat, bang us some messages. I want to see what this phone is doing. I don't seem to see any messages. Please message me and let us we're talking about truck driving life. A life of waiting. It seems to be, once you get it, it looks like an easy job, but it's always been something to do with the amount of attentiveness that you need because of the danger. Even if you did 6 hours on trucking, you'd find yourself really tired. Just because of the mental job that we do. People think we are dummies, but we use a lot of brain work to keep awake and alive. Otherwise, you're off the road or you're in. You get? Yeah. At the moment, it's a live video. Please ask us, type for us anything. Somewhere hanging out as usual. We got a new book. Sidney Sheldon, The Stars Shine Down, The Best Laid Plans. That's the only thing that keeps me off of the phone. Because the phone can become an issue. Too much of phone time is also something else. You know what I mean? Social media. You know what they say? You watch too much of it, you think you're the saddest person in the world. Not knowing that people only do good stories. Someone actually told me, oh, your channel seems to be doing a lot of negative. Why don't you do only positive? The thing is, for me, I'm into reality. You get, if something is not happening, if it's a complaint, and I'm also actually, I've realized, I'm always pointing out what is the matter about things. The hardest things that people find to do is to point out what is the problem. If I notice there's a problem, that's the part that I come in. So that means every time things seem to be negative. But there are things that if we keep quiet are not going to help any of us. So that means that, to me, if there's nothing wrong, I will not say it. But if I spot something that's the matter, boom, I'm out there. That's my role. You get? So sometimes my channel and my topics seem to be a bit negative, but life is not all rosy. There are good days, there are bad days, there are mishaps, there are happy times, there are achievements, there are, you get? There are sad parts, you know. So just sharing my break with you. I'm on a wait around the place. This is actually a period of availability. You know what I mean? Not really a break, because if they call me right now, boom, I have to go. That's what it means. That's the difference between break. Break is like, boom, I'm now off. But availability means that you wait over there until we call you. It means that you can't actually be on break. In reality of rules, but I say some people expect you to switch your thing on break while you do this. You get? So a trucking life, what can I say? I always encourage people who I see that they are cool to do trucks. But as I say, it's not something to do that is very easy. You have to be brave, you have to be calm, you have to be, you know, fit. I'm actually working on a video about food. The main food for truck drivers here, especially in Britain. Look out for that video, it's one of the next ones. The main thing that we do eat here in Britain as truckers, there is one main food that we do eat, and I'm making a video about it. So watch out for that video. Hit the bell, that way you don't miss my videos. Nowadays I want to throw them when I'm in the mood, I come out with a couple of videos. Then when I get tired, I switch off for a few days. I don't say nothing. But once I start to talk again, I seem to do it boom, boom, boom. So put the bell on. You won't miss when I feel like chatting, because sometimes you want to talk. Actually, when it's so funny, when you think that I'm going to do a video tomorrow, that day you will not be in the mood, or something will happen and you just can't do it. Maybe things don't go as planned. I'm somewhere where there's all this near airport, near Stansted actually. Earlier I was around Heathrow, but now I'm around Stansted. So I'm doing an airport collection run for certain company. You get me? The good thing with these ones, there is enough waiting time, so you chill and wait. It's still paid time. But again, if you're in a hurry and you've come out and something you wanted to do, you have to be patient and wait. But it's all paid time. So it's something to do with these guys. Actually, if you don't do 12 hours, they're not happy with you. It's the deal that they have. Oh, greetings to you, Simon. Now I've seen the message finally. Yeah, Mwesigwa Patrick, thank you for supporting me. Always supporting me. Thank you. Where are you talking from? Are you Dubai or something? Thank you, Mwesigwa, for saying hello, and always give us thumbs up and keep active on there. It helps the channel. Encourages me as well. I don't want to talk by myself all the time. I'm just talking about truck driving life. Seems glamorous, but we have to be very patient, keep fit, wait around, go through so many annoying things. Traffic can be annoying even if you're driving a car. In a lorry, you just have to don't say nothing, keep quiet. But it doesn't mean that it's not annoying. Sometimes you think, here it's going to be only an hour. Ooh, 2 hours. They have closed the bridge. Something about Dartford Bridge. Oh my God, Dartford crossing. Even at night. That crossing, even at night. Lately, it's been a nightmare around Dartford. And it's such a major crossing. Do you know also why the reason it is so important crossing? Because it has international traffic. What else is saying? Greetings to you here in, what is that? We say Assalamu alaikum. Is that in Dubai? He said, is that Dubai? I don't know those flags, Salam alaikum salam. Greetings, brother. Where are you talking from, brother? Yeah, finally we're in sunshine here, man, in London. It's rarely do you see a person in the UK without a sweater or a jacket. It's very rare. Next week it may be different. So this is a warm day. Finally, I still have all my layers. Look, 1, 2, 3. Why? Because by the time you get home, this is like a 12-hour thing. By the time I finish this shift, I might have 2 of them on, or even all of them 3. This can happen for hours. Actually, what I realize in comparison, UK temperature, it goes a lot up and down, even at night. So actually, this reminds me, when my young sister came to this country, my young sister, Pamela, shout out to you, hope you're right with your family there in Geneva, as well as a shout out to Margaret and Pamela. Shout out to Rose in Boston. Shout out to Anita in Kampala. This time I want to shout out all my siblings. Shout out to Mark Musinguzi in Nairobi. We are all out of the country, mainly. Shout out to Anita in Kampala, Mark in Musinguzi in Nairobi, Kenya. And then Pamela and Margaret in Switzerland. Rose is in Boston. Shout out to all of you, my brothers and sisters. Yeah, Pamela, when Pamela came to this country, she went and did a master's in Scotland. When she just arrived, I had to call her in the evening because she was telling me I'm freezing at night, I'm feeling hot. I had to tell her what you do. Have a t-shirt near you. The way the UK works, when you get in bed, sometimes it's warm. Middle of the night, again you need a layer. Towards the morning, you need to take it off. There is a layer issue. Actually, even right now, I have covers, but I have another extra cover. If it gets a bit colder, I bring the cover on. If I feel a bit warm, I take... Oh, you get me? You can't trust the weather here in the UK at all. But today we're okay and we're enjoying it. Who's this? Real time is 16:18. Here it is only 3. Real time? What is that? Here we're hours behind. I don't want to take off the thing. Actually, I can check with this. Here it is only 1 o'clock, 1:18. So we're hours behind, we're 2 hours behind you. In where? In the Arab Emirates. Yeah, shout out to all you guys in United Arab Emirates. Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Qatar, all that area. Shout out to you. And many countries, people who support me. People in Germany, South Africa, America, in the US, in India, a lot. India, please. Much regards to you. Indonesia, Malaysia, so many countries. Just to mention a few. Brazil, you know, Uganda, Kenya, where the areas I come from, Nigeria, all of them. Shout out to you. Just talking about UK and UK life of a trucker. You have to, there's all this patience, there's all these long hours, there's all these wee hours and social hours. Either you wake up very early or you work at night. There's no other choice. I have not really seen, it's rare that you see people who are doing what? That waking up and working at from 8 to 4 or whatever, no. So how are jobs there, Mwesigwa, anyway? Man of UAE. How are the jobs going? How are the jobs? And what job do you do? If you don't mind sharing. I've seen people trading there as well as and doing trucks there in I don't know whether it was Dubai or the other one. Qatar. You know. So look out for that video. I'm talking about food, the food that we normally eat as truck drivers. Things that you're going to have to get used to when you come to this game. Alright, it's just the video I'm working on. If you're in this chat, please give us thumbs up to help us to send this video around, as well as comment. Comment and tell us what's going on. Sunny London right now. Actually, I'm in the outskirts because I'm around Stansted Airport, which they still call London, but this place is a bit out of London, to be honest. You wanna see where I am, yeah? Humbly waiting on a load. Humbly waiting on a load. They're fixing from that guy there in a green motor. I mean, and I'm just here waiting. Catching a Friday afternoon load. I started today early, so I'm very happy because I prefer days more than nights, to be honest with you. Simply because I'm a filmmaker. If you work at night and you make films, you don't have a lot of chance because the place is dark. Another thing is you sleep badly. That means that your moods are always not the right ones. You know what I mean? If you're having bad sleep, it's harder on your filmmaking. That's what I realized. Because I mean, you're either sleep, you wake up, you never really sleep well when you're a night worker, to be honest with you. But on my earlier today, I made another live video, and I was saying that I'm doing night and day at the moment. I'm doing a couple of nights, couple of days. I'm just knocking them here and there, like looking for a routine. But I've only just started that last week, so it's left me very tired. I don't really know what time I'm sleeping and what time I'm waking up because I've lost my routine to sleep. But I ain't mourning, just informing. All right, just chilling here in the sunny UK. Always still layers never leave you. I tell you, I'm showing people my layers. Look, one sweater, sleeveless, hoodie. They are still around. By the time I get home, I'm sure that I'll have put those layers back on. Because it's very always temporary. Maybe you get 3 hours, 4 hours. But again, sometimes you get a heat wave. They're saying there's a heat wave coming. You can't get a heat wave for a while and blast it. So just chilling and chilling, enjoying my sunny day, because I think I've done about 1 month of straight night shifts. Every time I do night shifts, I always get this reaction. I come out of them and I feel so happy to do what we're doing there. Just because I find it hard to sleep daytime, to be honest. Just like everyone else, it's not easy. You get in the bed and you wonder what you're doing there. You sleep less hours and now you're up. Distraction, warmth, everything. You get. Anyway, I'm not going to over lengthen this video. Just please sub to the channel and give us a support. Alright? I'm going to just say much love and I'll talk with you soon.